to go to work. Step out of district there. Leave. Maybe an infield single. We'll see how they score it here. It is going to be an error issued to the pitcher, Jack Powell, that'll get that runner on base. You hear the coaches in there hollering, clear, clear. They're picking up something on Jack on his delivery where he gets to the point of no return on there. That one lifted. Logan comes in and makes that one. And as you might be aware, yes, I'm doing the camera work by myself today. We'll try to get the what leads to the scoreboard not being on there, but that's okay. One down here, one run in, one ball or 1-0 lead for 1-0 lead for Loyola here in the top of the first. Powell steps off and he's going to look to get the runner back to second and does. No throw. Beautiful afternoon, just a few clouds in the sky out here today. That one lifted foul back and out of play. There we go. So you guys just going to have to bear with me a little bit while we get everything sorted out. May keep you here for a little while. See, that one misses outside. Loyola Prep 2A team out of Shreveport. They are the Flyers. Loyola College Prep is their actual name. Foul set to deliver. There's a runner at second base. That's a good curveball that's in there for the strike. So if you looked on the graphics, and we'll get into this story here, go ahead and do that. If you look into their graphics, you see that they have Snoopy, is the Red Baron, on there for their mascot on top of his. That one swung on there and strike out. The strikeout there, we'll get back to that. The first one was a fly out to center field. So 2 down in the inning after giving up the error and the initial walk. So no hits in this one, just a run scored, though, for Loyola. The Flyers, I told you, didn't have a logo. That one chased back foul. Didn't have a mascot, if it were, for the first, 30 years or so of the existence. And the president back in 1966, Loyola Prep fans, if I've got the date off there on there wrong, I apologize for that. Trying to fly off the cuff today here. But write a letter and say, hey, we'd like to use Snoopy as our mascot, and incorporate it into it. That one goes out to shortstop. Edelise is going to pull that one in, and that will do it for the Warriors. We'll finish up that story. Actually, let's stay here. We're going to keep it right here, and we'll get things adjusted again. No scoreboard. We move to the bottom of the first. In this one, the Warriors lead it or trail it 1-0. They'll come up to bat here. We'll get the scorebook there in front of us. So they write to Charles Schultz himself, the creator of Peanuts, said, hey, we'd like to use Snoopy in our mascot. And, of course, this day and age, that would never work. In fact, as it went down through the years, then I guess, I don't know how many years ago it was, came in and tried to say, hey, look, you can't use that anymore. That's our copyrighted. You don't have permission to use it. And they said, wait a minute, we've got a letter from Charles Schultz saying that we can use it. And, in fact, Charles Schultz drew the original logo for them. That is Snoopy on his doghouse with the glasses in his Red Baron. So the only school in the United States that is able to use the Snoopy logo as their mascot, if you will, as their logo. And it is. So it's the Flyers. So you can check that out. left-hander on the hill for Loyola. Again, I have a bad copy of this, but it looks like Jarrett Belanger, Belanger, that is on there, is the left-hander that is getting loose on the mound for Loyola, and that'll bring Cody Davis to the hill. Cody will stand in there ready to go to work. The Warrior catch, seen the Warriors, I guess, a lefty a couple of times this season. Cody swings through that one. That was just a good, different speed pitch there. As the 0-2 checks his swing there and does not go through. They wanted to check him and says no, he's safe. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bottom of the first we play, nobody down. Cody Davis leads things off. Loyola leads this one 1-0. That one misses down low, evens the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still some work to do here for Cody, but another good at-bat to lead things off. Delivery here, that one is fouled back and out of play. So there is Cody. You see Talon Epnet on deck. Canyon Wright, who has been as hot as they come, set to come up after that. 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the first. That good curveball just misses up high, and Jarrett wanted that one. Comes the 3-2 offering. Didn't look like he was ready to. Very spirited bunch, and that's Braden Wells that will be in there batting second tonight for the Warriors. It has been Epnet. He swings through that one, does. Wellesley missed that one, and this reminds me a lot of that New Iberia team, as spirited as they are. Swung through that one, and 2 up, 2 down, both recorded on strikes. That one swinging, though. Loyola comes in with a losing overall record, but undefeated in district play. Very solid start for them, and this will bring Canyon Wright to the dish. Homered 3 times the last time we were here. High step and watches that one go by there for the strike. Wind blowing in slightly. What misses inside ball 1. 1-0 Loyola leads this one, top of the first. We play in the bottom of the first. Top of the first is where they got their run. Canyon swings through that one, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I'm going to tell you what, this lefty here is dealing, and that's number 15, it looks like. Canyon stays back and grounds that one foul, just survives to see another pitch, not really the one he wanted, and they'll replay the 1 ball, 2 strike count. Told you that they get spirited. They're not showing it right there, but they get that way. Canyon down at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a delivery. Takes that one inside ball 1. And you love to see the animation out of the umpire behind the plate. You like to hear him loud even on a ball call. Swung through that one. That'll get that dugout fired up that we told you about, and there's a look at them coming out. Those are the Flyers, and they go 1, 2, 3. Strikeouts the side. We'll be back right after this.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online.
warm-up pitches there for Jack Powell. A walk and an error got him that overthrow on a stolen base attempt. Or on the bunt, actually. We got him through. And we'll get back and going here. 1-0, top of the second we play. 1-0, top of the second. There's a delivery from the side. It's going to be over the head. Over to first. In time for the out. Good work up the middle. Adelise coming in there and getting great work on that one. And we'll score that 6-3. That's 4 straight now retired for Powell. Warriors trail at 1-0, top of the second. Game started at a little after 4 o'clock. Another one to Adelise. He's going to have another shot at it, over to first in time. Back-to-back putouts go from Adelise to Canyon Wright. And a big lefty stands in there. On top of the second, we play 1-0. Loyola has the lead over the Warriors. That one misses outside. Getting a lot of softball on today. 2 balls, no strikes. You can catch out the Tioga tournament going on. Buckeye and Grant set to play this afternoon. Saw some of the Lady Panthers here earlier tonight, this afternoon. That one lifted out here. Where we're at, Braden's coming up, camps under it, and Wellesley has it. And that will do it. 3 up, 3 down on that fly out to right field. That's 6 straight now retired by Jack Powell following that walk and that error. They got the run around to score. 1-0 Loyola. We'll be back.
Cooling and plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
At Certified Transmission, you can count on our certified mechanics with over 35 years experience to get your vehicle fixed right and get you back on the road.
Got transmission problems? Go where you know. Certified Transmission.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier. Transactions are getting safer of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
Maddox Adelise will start things off. Had himself a pretty good inning there. In the bottom of the second was recorded all of the outs. That one misses. Starting to get a little spirit back the other direction from the Warriors, and there's nothing like getting a couple of teams going at it to make the game a little more spirited. That one swung on and missed from Adelise. Big lefty deals for Loyola, and that was popped out, foul out of play. They'll chase that off to the right side, and it's gone. Ball, 2 strikes. One misses low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. We play the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 Loyola. They lead it. They pushed across. The leadoff runner got on base, and he came all the way around to score. Stole a base and got around on an error, on an overthrow. Going to have to dig, bumbling around, and that's going to be an infield single for him. I know he did, but he's not going to get the speedy Adelise going down the line. Would have to make a Brooks Robinson type of play over at third base. There you see Maddox. Swung through that one. Seth Cook stands in there. Seth squaring around a bunt. He's got the third baseman in, but he'll pull back in an attempt perhaps to slash at it. Trying anything you can do to get Adelise down in scoring position with less than 2 outs. Runner from third, the batter charges. This is the problem, too. You've got that lefty, and a lot of times they'll tell you if you're stealing second base on that lefty, you got to be going first pitch. I think this is more of a sacrifice, if anything. Seth swings through that one, and that's going to get Adelise off and going. Good throw by the catcher. Doesn't get Adelise, and he's going to be in at second base. So you get the runner over to second, which is what ultimately you were trying to do, and you still have the bat in the hand of Seth Cook. 2 strikes to today's third baseman. That one misses out of the zone high, and the catcher's going to hop out there and have a little conversation with him. Not sure that was exactly what the pitch they were wanting. The delivery here is up high as well. Now we got a full count on it. So this is just a tremendous at-bat for Seth. I'm going to call a timeout quickly and come out. Boy, this is, you hear, I don't know if you're able to hear it as well as we all hear at the ballpark, but you had the catcher come out and talk to the pitcher, and now coach has made his way out there also. Jarrett Belanger, Belanger is what we believe. It is Jarrett. We know that at the first. So if we're missing it, folks from the Shreveport area, apologize for that. Full count to Cook. Nobody down here. Bottom of the second. Warriors trail it 1-0. Ball 4, and that's what you're going to get settled into. You've got to throw the ball into the strike zone. Now we see Talon Epnet. Epnet's got runners at first and second, an opportunity to get the Warriors back on. He'll be bunting them over. Epnet, one of the better bunters on the team by far. Pops this one up, though, back and out of play. Thank goodness, boy. And glad you get that one back. That one, goodness. Great at bat there. You look at Seth Cook. He had a good one. Battled all the way back. Was down 0-2. Allen represents the 6th batter to bat for the Warriors today. Batting out of the 6th hole. They trail at 1-0 and looking to squeeze. Looking to pull back and slash at it. Play was on there, had the first baseman coming in. Second base was covered, and that opened up that big hole, and that's kind of what they're trying to do is get Epnet to push that ball to the right side of the field. That one misses up high. Solid job behind the dish for that umpire, too. He lets you know ball or strike, where it's at, and he's got command of the strike zone of how it should be. One misses up and away. Two balls, 2 strikes to Talon. Talon doing his best to get those runners over. Turns on that one and fouls it. Boy, has to inside out that thing, just trying to stay alive. The ball ran in on him just a little bit. Swings on that one and drives it to the shortstop, who's going to glove it there. And hustling back to first is Cook. But, I mean, that was a good look at it, too, and that would have scored the runner from second. Brady McDaniel, the designated hitter for the Warriors, will be there. Don't forget, join us 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon out at Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be there for the Warrior Roundup. Talk about all the things that went on this week. Talk about today's game, as a matter of fact, and what a great ball game it was. That one right inside to McDaniel for the strike. Warriors have runners at first and second, one out. Bottom of the second we play. Loyola leads it 1-0. There's a delivery. That one in there for a strike as well. And quickly down 2 strikes is McDaniel. Brady watches that one inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down, bottom of the second. This is one of those Saturday afternoon games you really enjoy sitting out and being a part of, and know this is going to be a lot of fun to talk about tomorrow on that as the Warriors take a break from district play. Rained out last night. Had a couple at Monterey that they won. That one misses outside and loads them up. Good at bat. We've got a single and a couple of walks around that line out, which was hit on the screws. Logan Markle, the center fielder today, comes in, stands in there ready to go. Had a couple of good base hits in that JV contest out here, getting some extra hacks at it, just an 8th grader. So certainly going to partake in those at-bats. That one misses up high. And you'd love to see the Warriors push one across here and tie this thing up, if anything. Here, bottom of the second, they trail it 1-0. That right down the pipe. Ball 1 strike. Good at bat by Brady McDaniel. You see him and Seth. Pushes that one foul and down the line, but not in play. Ball 2 strikes. Swung through that one, and down on strikes is Logan Markle. That is the 4th strikeout. He struck out the side back in the first, did Jarrett. Jack Powell will bat in the 9 spot for the Warriors. On the hill today, normally third base. We'd love to get him back on base somehow and get this lineup flipped over, but that one busts in there in the lower part of the strike zone. 0-1. Again, bases loaded for the Warriors, bottom of the second, 2 down. That one lifted over to third base. Third baseman's going to watch it go into the area behind the fence over there where the clubhouse is for the Warriors, and that'll be a ball and 2 strikes. So quickly ahead, 0-2 is Jarrett. The 0-2 offering. That one bounces around, and really no danger of scoring. You've got to be locked in that ball. You've got to have a great read on it and a little bit of luck on your side if you're going to come home from third. That one misses down low as well. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Bases loaded, full of Warriors. They trail it 1-0, bottom of the second. A lot of 2s on the board as we're looking at it here. Here's the delivery. That one bounces low. And ball 3. Full count. Runners will be off and going. Don't know that he will be from third, but first and second will be off and going. Full count, 2 outs, not holding the runner on at first. McDaniel will get a good head start, and he's off and going. That one ripped down the line and over the student section, foul. And we'll repeat things. Jack had a good hack at it. They'll turn it around and do it again. I got to find some way to scratch around and get Powell on base and flip this lineup over. Here's a delivery. Inside, strike three. And that was a pretty pitch. And that dugout comes out and lets their pitcher know how proud they are, that young man. And indeed, what a performance to wriggle out of that one after two complete. Warriors trail it. Loyola 1, Grace Christian 0. Back after this from Kimberly Harrell.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners.
Move to the top of the third. Been a pretty well pitched ball game between both of these pitchers. Jarrett Belanger for I believe that's what it is. And look, in Loyola Prep fans understand we had a little bit of a lapse on our internet there. It's this sunny afternoon here at the ballpark, and that happens. That one lifted over towards the foul line is going to drop in fair. Boy, and just couldn't place that one down there much better than that. It's first base hit given up by Powell. And boy, had to earn that one. That was kind of a dink that was in there. sure along the way it was a game. Out the delay inside up in the press, which we don't like to do. But if we're looking at the bottom of the second, failed to get a run across. We go third to first. Yeah, this is indeed a spirited bunch that's over there from Loyola, and it reminds you a lot of that new Iberia team, but certainly there. Cody's going to zing this one down and throw. Bad luck Saturday afternoon for the Warriors. They trail it now 4-0, 4-0 in the top of the third. Loyola bunch. They will be a 4A classification school next year, so just getting bigger and bigger, the talent level as well. And these two teams, that one lifted out here to Wells. Wells has it there. Going to have a shot at Iron. Courtesy runner coming in for. Don't put anything. I mean, worked out perfectly, and Powell throws it into the outfield. And look, just a one of the things that and we were here before that Tuesday, Wednesday, home and home, and Coach Brown was questioning that defense there, and it's not characteristic, and that will. Kenyon runs it back, and nobody there at first, and Kenyon sprinted that one up, running it up to make sure that runner from third didn't try anything. But finally, 2 outs in the from third didn't try anything. But finally, 2 outs in the books. 4 of the third, just been a struggle defensively. We are playing in the top of the third. It's 4-0. Loyola leads this one. All of the runs have been virtually gun shy of throwing the ball around now. Is runners are at the top of the order up there. Just got to get out of it, get this last out here in the third. They'll come out and talk to get some runs. We'll see what they're able to do. If they can get out of this one here, though. And that looks like that will do it for Jack Powell. Jack is going to be replaced by Cooper Courtright. You see Cooper Courtright getting loose and getting ready to go. Again, Carson Courtright set to go to work here. Try to get the Warriors out of this and keep it with just. This is high and just unable really to get any sort of warm-up pitches. And that is ball. Made that play back in the second. Kept a couple of Flyers dugout. There's the delivery. Again, misses up. Again, misses up high. Two balls, no strikes. Warriors have had some people on base, but just unable. And that's been the story throughout the year. Beautiful day. You've got time to still make it out to the ballpark here this afternoon. A lot of good softball. They've got that going on at Menard. Grace Christian girls playing over there today. They'll play Pineville. That'll be a good battle. Runner off and going there, and Cody thinks better of it. A run has scored this inning on that play when he threw through, and it goes into the outfield. Not this time, and now runners at second and third with 2 down. Plate young man in the second. We play top of the third, 4-0. Warriors, boy, need to hold it right here. We've got to get out of this thing in the top of the third. Put him. And that'll get Brown. As well as the next team does, and sometimes letting this visit go on a little longer than normal.
2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
I've swung through that one. Game that was rolling along now has screeched to a halt. Adelise rocks back and delivers this one. Good curveball lifted. Do it to the bottom of the third when we come back. We'll lead things off for the Warriors in the bottom half of the third, and they find themselves in a 5-0 hole. And I'm trying to look back. I don't see any of the runs that are actually earned. Just uncharacteristically unsound defense today. Little activity in the Loyola bullpen out here where we're at. They work out behind this right field fence, and there's a foul ball, but swung through by Davis. Putting our plans together for the Father's Day golf. You don't want to miss that. 2 women. A scramble. Should be a lot of fun. June the 14th, we'll have more details on that coming soon. Proceeds are going to go to our walk. So there's a walk of itself by Cody Davis. He was a strikeout victim in the first, and that'll bring break. Jumped back. That one misses down low. And Wells reaches via the walk. Back-to-back bases, base on balls. And that'll bring the hard-hitting Canyon right up there. Mountain visit with the young lefty that's been throwing the ball well in here. Has walked the first 2 batters. But, again, we told you there was some activity. Couldn't see. It was the catcher that we saw down here. So not sure who they have warming up. Runners at first and second. Leave Jarrett out there to face Canyon right. Boy, Canyon had himself a game on Monday. He stands back in there ready to go to work. It was first and second, 5-0 lead for Loyola. Canyon takes that one inside, strike 1. That one misses down low. Ball and a strike to Canyon Wright. In the zone as much as he could be on that night. He had the 3 home runs. Wow, and down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Canyon needing just to put one in play. Swings through that one, and down on strikes goes the junior first baseman. Adley's will stand in there. Maddox Adley, he was on part of that bases group that got left on the bases last inning. He was stranded at third as he led that inning off with a base hit. I'd like to see something else like that out of him here. Fouls that one off. One down, 5-0. Bottom of the third. Warriors trailing in this one. You see it, get a good look at that pencil from Adelaide. That one smoked to left, going to be down for a base hit. Play coming in at the plate, and there's a collision there. Runner off at second. Good job on the throw coming in and going to be out at home, but Brown's going to go have a little bit. Not that there's anything that he's going to be able to do about it. Looking for an interference perhaps out of there, and he's going to go out and talk to the other official. We'll try to see what's going on there. Saying that he wasn't giving himself an opportunity at home. Very pivotal spot in here as just a bang play from out in left field. Like Brown trying to plead the case for perhaps interference there. The catcher not being able to block the plate without the ball. But I think it was just a bang play there at home. Two down in this one. Adelise with another base hit, but does not get the run across. We'll see what Seth's able to do with it here. Lifts that one back foul and out of play. A lot of chirping back and forth in this one. That one taken in there for a strike as well. The score remains 5-0, bottom of the third. Loyola leads it here. A lot of chance of scoreboard and such as that, and that one right down the middle as well. And Seth has watched a couple of good strikes come down. Here's the 3-2. That one. Two down, bottom of the third. Warriors trail at 5-0. Once again, now consecutive innings, the Warriors have the bases loaded. Talon Epnet will have to do some work here. He had a good line drive that just went right at the Flyers' shortstop. Saved a couple of runs, did the shortstop. Swung through that one and missed, and left-hander is dealing here in this one with the bases loaded. Just had that walk that loaded him up. Kind of pitched around Seth, got to believe. Allen stands in there, hitting the ball as well as anybody this year. That one misses down low as well. Two balls, two strikes to Ebnet. Rocks back on that one and lifts it foul and out of play. And Ebnet swings through that one, down on strikes, and that'll get the Loyola fans fired up again. It's Warriors in consecutive innings for credit union.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's insurance. We have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791.
Back to work we go here. They've left them loaded the last two innings. 2 base hits on the day, have yet to scratch. Ground ball stays fair in between third base and the bag. That's going to have that runner digging around to second base. Boy, Loyola just doing everything correct in this one. And things getting decidedly chippy out there. I'm going to tell you, if you're going to have a lot of swagger when you're on the bases, you're going to expect to have it right back. And that's what's happening here today, as this is all Loyola. Just two very solid, well-managed teams. Just Warriors have had fits on defense today. And timely hitting. I mean, everything that they've done right the last 2 weeks during this win streak, they're doing it opposite today. It's second base for Loyola, and there is a bunt. Going to let it go foul, and it does. Beautiful sunny afternoon out here. Just a few clouds make their way into the breeze that's been with us a lot of the year is not there. Very grateful for this roof that has been put on top of the little perch out here. Gets that bunt down, and that's almost like a softball slap bunt. Play is made there. It's going to be a good throw back to third. Now Loyola has a runner in scoring position, or 90 feet closer over at third base now. 5-0, top of the fourth. That one thrown to the backstop, but again, nowhere to go. That's one of those that gets you in trouble if you're trying to take second base on that, because it bounced right back to Davis behind the dish. He's on in relief of Powell and on in relief Powell started it. Credit for all 5 of the runs that were scored there. That one misses just outside. Adelaide's not happy with it at all. And fouled back out. A few more baseballs making their way in. Adelaide's rocks back, delivers this one here, and it is ground ball up the middle, over to first in time, but will score the 6th run of the afternoon for Loyola on a ground out RBI. 6-0, Loyola leads this one in the top of the 4th. And down the line that time, though, it goes foul between the coach and the bag that time rather than the third baseman in the bag. So it's foul. We'll do it again, but a good hard hit there. Loyola has hit the baseball well all afternoon. Warriors, when they've hit it, it's been right at somebody, but they haven't put the ball in play that often. Play top of the 4th, 6-0. Good curveball. Misses. Let's just say that. And Adelaide's showing frustration out on the hill, and you got to be careful of that. Fouled back the backstop in the press box at all. Just one of those slow afternoons where the Warriors have seemed to have been a step or two behind. There, boy, easy for me to say, wasn't it? Just hit that one well, right at Talon in left field, and that will do it, but not before Loyola picks up another run. After 3.5, it is Loyola 6. Grace Christian needs to get things going here when we come back.
Is your vision just not as glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule.
Here we go back at Merrill Blackburn Field, Josh Brown Stadium, bottom of the 4th, where the Warriors have left them loaded the last two innings. When misses inside, ball 1. Again, Warriors trail by 6 in the bottom of the 4th. One right down there for a strike. Out to shortstop and over in time. Him pitch a lot this season. Get a good look at Markle. 6-0. Loyola leads this one. That one in there, strike 1. 2 balls and a strike now to Markle. Markle, then Powell before you get back up to the top of the lineup. One ground over towards first base, but foul near that on deck circle. Two balls, two strikes. One misses inside. And a full count to Markle with one down here in the bottom of the fourth. Ground ball there is going to be played over to first in time. 2 up, 2 down for the Warriors. Two up, 2 down in the bottom of the fourth for Grace Christian. Trying to find a bright spot in this one for your Warriors, and just so far can't do that. That one out to center field, but down in time, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down. As a matter of fact, that is 6 in a row set down, or correction, 4 in a row set down as the labor loaded beforehand and got it. So needless to say, we've played 4 here from Grace Christian. It is Loyola 6. Your Warriors yet to get on the board. We'll be back with this from Quibitos. Top of the fifth, we play here. Doing some work getting our camera back on there, but enjoy that view while you have it. That one is into the gap. Markle's going to have it and get the ball back in, but the hits just continue for Loyola in this one. Play in the top of the fifth. Warriors trail this one 6-0. Loyola looking for a little bit more here. Getting dangerously close as we get to the backside of the innings. The Warriors are going to have to maintain. As Davis now has a shot down to second base, but the runner will get down there safely and in time. Play is out at first, but that gets the runner over to third base. And Loyola just trying to grind. See if we get our home plate camera back there. Going to be past a diving Adley's there at short. A correction, that's court right as Adley's moved to the heel. Just get the habit of it. And that is the 7th run of the afternoon on a base hit RBI. Yeah, we got that one back now. Again, Warriors trail this one 7-0, top of the 5th. Runner on first. Keene going to come out and have a little conversation there. And grateful to all of those that have joined in and been with us as we've fought through some of the technical difficulties today. Certainly appreciate you spending your Saturday afternoon with us, or if you went back and watched it. This Loyola team has been there from the start in this one. They pick up a run in the first on a walk, stolen base, and an errant throw on the bunt, and really have just started hitting the ball pretty hard here in the last Warriors thinking Loyola is going to bunt here, trying to move another runner over. But I'm telling you, this Loyola team always has played that type of small ball and played it very well. That time, though, a little bit of a pitch out, trying to see if they can catch the runner off and going. Nothing doing, 7-0. Loyola has pushed a run across here in the top of the 5th. Top 5 we play. Going through that bunt. Unable to get that one down. Now the runner's off and going. Throw once again from Cody Sells in, and it gets past Logan. Now there'll be a play on over at third base, and got him. Saying that he got him on the tag, and that will get the out there at third. 2 down here, top of the 5th. Loyola leads this one 7-0. And the one thing that has not stopped in this, as the chatter between the two teams, it's been there pretty much most of the afternoon. Been that kind of game for Grace Christian. It's been all Loyola here. Again, 7-0. There is a walk issued. Heading out of order, we're not really sure. Try to take you over there and see what's Coach is having a little bit of a discussion there. Would be the right word. Now the umpire was going to come down here and get his thought process on it, but cooler heads prevailing. We're back to work. Off and running now. And that one is chunked into the outfield. That's the third ball thrown into the outfield by Davis on the afternoon. And that gets a runner. 7-0. Loyola leads this one. Bottom of the fifth, 2 down. Top of the fifth, 2 down. It's in there for a strike. Good looking fastball from Adelise there. Back to their dugouts, and thankfully a little calmness getting in there for the two teams. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Wes Chafin on the hill now for Loyola. Again, apologies if that's not the correct pronunciation of his last name. Jared, I think that we got that part of it right. Needless to say, the left-hander dealt a pretty good gem today. The Warriors now in the bottom of the fifth face a new pitcher, just as big of a pitcher, a big right-hander this time. Comes up there, and that one fouled out a play. Just foul it goes. Davis stands in there, ready to get things going for the Warriors. Down on strikes, so new pitcher, same results as Loyola works that one around the horn. Again, just not a great effort out of the Warriors in the box today, in the field today. Or on the hill, just an all-around game that could have stayed in. Still, the hitting not there, but it would have been closer than a 7-0 lead that it is now as we play in the bottom of the fifth. That one right down the pipe as well. And Chafin just continues to bury fastballs in there. Big right-hander goes and deals. That ground ball is up the middle. Going to be covered by the second baseman over to first in time. Canyon Wright, the Warrior first baseman, ready to go to work. Here's the delivery. Had himself a pretty good week. Rain out cost him last night, that game up at, West Ouachita that they were going to play. But the rain got him in that one. Balls, no strikes to Canyon. Takes that one downstairs as well. Second and third inning, Warriors leave the bases loaded. timely hit would have changed this thing around in there for a strike. But Warriors back to their early season ways, unable to get a run across. Ball to shortstop, over to first in time. And again, 3 up, 3 down for the Warriors. Move to the top of the 6th. We'll keep it right here. Move to the top of the 6th. Now Loyola leads this one 7-0. Warriors have been unable to get anything going there offensively. Right off the back. Looking defensively, Canyon at first, Seth at second. Cooper Courtright there at short. And Jack back at third base. Talon is in left. Logan at center. And Braden Wells in right field. Again, another bunt, and just a nifty one is laid down there. Out is recorded at first, but it does move the run over. And look, Loyola is just like an MMA fighter, just working the body here, trying to get to that 10-run lead. It's 7-0 in the top of the 6th right now. But barring something unforeseen here and giving up a few more runs, the Warriors will have a couple more at-bats in this in the 6th and the 7th. That's over to Canyon. We'll move the runner back to third. But 2 outs. So the Warriors defense here doing solid. We've said those are the plays, like the bunt that was thrown away earlier that was made now. And that's getting back to more what you expect this Warrior defense to do. Man, it's flown out to Markle to start the game off in that first inning. I'd like to see another one of those here and give a clean inning to the Warriors. They could use that. 7-0, top of the 6th. Loyola leads it. Going through that one, a good change of pace there. City of Pineville invites you out to the 5th Saturday Market next Saturday from 9 to 2 along the Pineville Riverfront. There'll be live music. There'll be meat pies and food and a lot of vendors and a A lot of fun out there, nestled in between Good Friday and Easter Sunday. It's the cross. Would have scored anyway. Don't think that Jack really should have thrown that one. It allowed the extra base. So eight to nothing now. Loyola, the Flyers out of Shreveport, lead this one. Score on the afternoon, while Loyola has added 8 to their frame. Show last week, big crowd was out in attendance, but we invite you to come out there and support your Warriors and wear your gear and have a good time with us. We'll talk to the coaches and the players and outside. Davis unable to frame it, tried to frame it rather than just pull it back in. I think those umpires are aware of that. And that is another walk, at least. Sits back on that curveball and lifts it out to left field. Epnet's got it there, and that will retire the side. That strands a couple of 6, so take the run rule game out of it. The Warriors will avoid that. Now you can go out there and just and get some runs in this one. Going to the bottom of the So a little bit of time that's out there. Lauren Lampert and Allie Nowlin, Nowlin, Andy. Lees will lead things off for Grace Christian. Chafin, big tall left-hander, big tall right-hander, doing work for the Flyers. An 8-run cushion will do that for you. They'll get hyped up. We got to figure if they need to be. Single team that they face this year, and points and all of the like. Going to be a base hit for Edleys, and he continues to tear the cover off the baseball. A double. He put up maybe 4 or 5 here. Seth Cook. You got Cook. Warriors need an opportunity to bat around here. Haven't had really any success. Oh, that's good. Little off-speed curveball that's in there. Swung through that one and missed. Did Cook, and he's down on strikes. One down, bottom of the 6th, 8-0. Loyola leads it. Adelaide's at second base. We're telling to swing the bat, let it go, let it fly. Misses out. Daniel trying to keep things going here for the Warriors. Does so with that smash to left field, and that's going to score the Warriors' first run. Things for the Warriors. just that top part of it, have been unable to run on the board for Grace Christian. 8-1, they trail it. Bottom of the 6th. Takes that one outside. Not much to it, just kind of calming him down a little bit, we believe. Well, if your Warriors ever have, Warriors have left them loaded and able to punch across that timely hit. Need a big crooked number in the bottom of the 6th to climb back in this thing. It's 8-1. That one hammered to left. Went in there for a strike. Nobody wants it more than Cody does. I can assure you that. That one misses outside. No need to go anywhere. Not off and running. Two balls, two strikes to the Warrior catcher. 2 down. Our Cameron almost took our camera out up there. Here's the 2-2. Curveball up high, and the runners will be off and moving. 3-2 count. Trying to get a head start. Here's the 3-2 delivery. Lifted high and fouling out of play behind the third base set of bleachers there at the entrance where you'd come in. Chafin stares in. 3-2 swung on and chipped foul. Cody's going to have to hustle down, and it goes foul right at the last minute down the line. Catcher played that one perfectly because there was nothing that he was going to be able to do. Cody off and running the entire way. Had a good look at it. They will get that shin guard adjusted back. Cody hammers that one out, but center fielder's tracking it. And that will retire the side. Warriors pick up a run, but it's been missed opportunities for Grace Christian. They trail 8-1. We head to the 7th. We'll be back right after this.
The fine folks at BK Distributors want to thank all the educators for weathering the storms, so to speak, through 2020 and beyond. Thank you for your dedication to our children. The end of the school year awards are now available. Any type of award, trophies, banners, plaques, they do it all at BK Distributors. So with school almost out, that means summer leagues are in full swing. New items, same great prices, and fast turnaround. BK Distributors, Highway 20 in East Pineville behind Arby's.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Back to Merrill Blackburn Field, Josh Brown Stadium, where it has been all Loyola today in this one. They lead at 8-1. We go to the top of the 7th. Chippiness has died down in this one, but I mean, when it's been an 8-run game most of the way. It's 7 now, but sometimes you need this kind of game. That's going to get the Warriors up and understanding that defense is something that they continue to have to straighten up, and stranding base runners again has been an issue for them. They leave them loaded. Gosh, what is it? 3 times today. 8-1, top of the 7th we play. That one lifted way back, and off the wall. Had a good effort, did Talon, but unable to get to it. Does get the ball in quickly. So there's a play at second, but that is a leadoff double. That gets back the jawing a little bit. That Loyola team, they don't let up at all. Good effort at it by Talon. Thought the ball was going out, and that's going to bring Coach Brown out. Going to come out and talk to Maddox a little bit. Maddox holding the ball up like, hey, I'm not interested in being back out there anymore. Thought that. Not sure if he'll make a change here, though, or stay with the righty. Forget, join us tomorrow night live out at Buffalo Wild Wings. We'll be out there at 5 p.m. Come out and see what's going on. Won't have a show next Sunday, as that is Easter Sunday, of course. Pitching change for the Warriors. See the ball go to Seth Cook. He'll come in and try to finish things off here in this one. Wild thing plays through the crowd, through the stadium here. Last time we saw Seth work, it was a solid performance. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 7th, the Warriors will have Braden Wells leading things off. Canyon Wright will bat second, and Maddox Adelise and Seth Cook will come up behind that. The Warriors have to get out of this one here. It's 8-1 in the top of the 7th. Loyola leads it. You see in Seth Cook get his warm-up pitches in. Got a new sponsor coming on board next week. Will be with us all football season. He will be our, we'll announce that, our pitching change sponsor. Carry him throughout the year as well. Another one of our annual sponsors getting on board, and well, we're certainly grateful for that. Seth will try to get out of this with no further damage being done. One is on there, but Cook throws that fastball right by the Loyola batter. And them diving back in. So with Seth going to the hill, that sends Adelise back to shortstop. Powell's over at third. Cooper Courtwright makes the move over to second base. Ground ball right back there to Coop. He'll get the throw over to first in time for the out. Throw over to slap tag on there from Powell as the runner was just easing his way into second base. Loyola's overall record, and we knew that not to be deceived by that as you go back and look at some of the people that they have played. Same sort of schedule as Seth throws that one inside and hits the batter, and that'll put them at first and third. But we looked up and down there as we were doing some research on there, knew that this Loyola College Prep team was going to be a good one out of the Shreveport area, of course, and they have played that way. 2A team. We heard rumblings that they'll move up to 4A in this, and that just means a school is growing and growing. Let me tell you, the jump from 2A to 4A is tough. Flock of birds flew over there, and not sure that it didn't come pretty close to one of the Warriors players. That's what you always got to worry about, the birds flying over your head. Well, you can't beat fun at the old ball game. Safely there, and that's just reading and running right there is what that was. That was a tremendous play over there as that ball hadn't got far away from Cody. And when I'm telling you the Warriors are a step or two behind today, folks, they are a step or two behind indeed. Sun's starting to make its way down from its highest point of the day. We won't see one of those Grace Christian sunsets that we like so much. We'll be out of here before that. Again, squaring around, nothing doing, and nobody off and covering, and that's got to draw the ire as just a busted coverage on the bunt. The coaches from Grace Christian are sitting there like, well, wait a minute, what are we doing not covering up on that? Not happy about that coverage at all. And misses down low. Ninth run on the board, 9-1. Loyola leads this top of the seventh. 2-3-4 due up for Grace Christian in the bottom of seventh, if you are looking ahead at that. Is at first and third once again, and this is a game that won't quite run, and really it was just the sixth that the and third, and they've got him hung up, but that's going to score the run. Get the out, trade the run for the out, but that is the 10th run of the game, and I don't really think that's what you wanted to do in that situation, trading the out for the run, as that's one of those you want to step off and make sure that runners they do get the out. Into 1, Loyola leads this.
Employee relocation, estate planning.
And grind it away and look to find a way to score one run every inning. And have scored in a lot of them. Had 4 of them back in the second, though, or the third. Warriors now, on the other hand, have left them loaded 3 times. Talon Epnet will lead things off for Grace Christian. Takes that one in there as Wes Chafin, who came on in relief of the young lefty that started things, has been equally as solid. That one ground over now. Chafin's going to have to pick it up. Throws over to first, not in time, and that one gets down the line. That's Wells, correction. So there's Braden Wells is the batter that was on there that did that too. Ebnet normally bats in that 2 position on the ones that we've seen, so that's the problem that I had there. Big time Canyon Wright stands in there. See what he is able to get done. Smoked over the head of the shortstop and into left field. And now a little bit of action going on here for the Warriors. Maddox Adelise has been the star of this one today in the at the plate. If you can find a star from the plate today. Get a look at both dugouts there. Lifted, foul, and over the light pole and out of play. Remind you, 5 o'clock tomorrow out at Buffalo Wild Wings. Also, get ready, stay tuned. Our summertime Father's Day shootout golf tournament, scramble over at Bringhurst. What a hidden gem that is over in Alexandria. Foul ball is called. Be made up of two-man teams. There'll be prizes and 446 swag for all of the entries on there. Food and, let's just say, beverages will be out. Proceeds are going to go to the Alzheimer's Association there for their walk that's coming up in December. Proud to support that. That one lifted high. Shortstop gathers it. Infield fly was called. Cook, who came on to pitch, now will get his opportunity with one down following that skyrocket of a pop fly to shortstop that was later labeled an infield fly. Dave, the big right-hander, stands back in there. West, number 18, is going to get an opportunity to field this one. He's going to whirl and throw and field his position, looking to end it here, and they do. That's a double play. My goodness. That was started on the hill by the pitcher. Whirls and throws to third, and then back over to first in time. Score that 1-5-3 on the double play if you're scoring at home. Goodness gracious, this Loyola team is a team to be reckoned with this season. We'll follow their progress throughout the year, but that's as good of an ending or a game ender that you'll find, and we'll see if we can get a word with Coach Josh Brown. See if he comes out here for us, which he normally will do, win or lose, and so we're very grateful for that. We won't take up a lot of his time. We know he's going to be very, very animated. You know that he will be. About his guys, he won't sugarcoat the effort. We'll talk to him about the runs that were left on base too in that one. Get his thoughts on it. Spend a little time with Coach Brown. Take a quick break, and we'll get him out here in just a moment. We'll be back for the Warrior Roundup Show.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Coach Brown starting to make his way out here, and we'll get settled in with him, make sure that we can get him on the camera. We're going to use this camera right here. That's perfect spot for you right there, Coach. Let's get you turned on now. All right, there you go. Coach, tough one today. That Loyola team, very, very solid on there, but leave the bases loaded 3 innings again, too. Leave 11 runners on base, and defense can't be what you wanted in this one.
No, I mean, we left too many men on base, and I'm more displeased with the defense. You know, throwing the ball around early. We got an opportunity to get out of innings if we just throw and catch it. Just didn't happen. Then we had a ball that center fielder ran all the way, and the wind was blowing in, and our middle infielders just gave up on it. Just very displeased with that effort from the defensive side. I'll be honest with you, pitching is nothing that we hadn't seen before. We just didn't get it done, and I mean, no excuses.
Well, and they come out after you in this one too. They did. Bunting from the start to finish. I use the expression, it was like the old Cal State Fullerton teams that used to just come after it and would do it from top to bottom. You look at their record and see it overall on there, but then you go back and look at who they've played to. Same sort of scheduling that you have done as well.
And they've competed with some really good teams, 1 or 2 runs.
Right.
I mean, I told our team, this is a team that you can beat, but they can also beat you. You know, I mean, give credit to them. They did a good job. I mean, and their 2-hole bunted every single time he got on. And, you know, I don't know, 2 of them should have been outs. I think we did get him out a couple times, but 2 of them that were made errors off of, and we just got to clean that stuff up.
Indeed it does. You know, we'll jump back in and we'll talk a little bit more about it tomorrow night on the show, Coach. But I'll let you get back over to them since we do have the show tomorrow night. But I know that they'll work on things and get it going back in and playing that Grace Christian type defense.
Yeah, we got to.
There you go. Coach Josh Brown joins us on the Warrior wrap-up show here. Do appreciate him taking the opportunity to come out and visit with us, win or lose, and talk about it. And you know, that's the thing. We're going to ask the questions that need to be answered on there too. So, guys, what a day that it has been. We will wrap things up from you here. Again, 5 o'clock tomorrow night, that is going to be the Warrior Roundup. It'll be at Buffalo Wild Wings. Had about 70 people out there last time for that show. We invite you to take part and be one of those. Guys, that is going to wrap it up here from Grace Christian. There you see it on your screen. Home of the Warriors, it's Merrill Blackburn Field at Josh Brown Stadium. Warriors lose a tough one today to Loyola Prep out of Shreveport, the only team in the United States with Snoopy as the logo. We told you that story. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow out of Buffalo Wild Wings at 5 o'clock. God bless you all and good night.